Morning, everybody. Hope you guys can all hear me. Hope you're doing fantastic. That PCE is releasing right now. So, welcome to the group. Welcome to our live stream. We'll be navigating throughout this PCE release and then into the New York Open. Excited for you guys to join us. Right now, we have the futures indexes up. This being the ES on the left side of your screen, the NQ on the middle of your screen, and then US 30 folks on the right side of your screen. Right now, just utilizing our indicator set, the ES is in our potential bearish reversal box. So looking for something like so right now during this PCE release. The NQ, as you guys can see, it's above our box. So where it would look similar to the ES right here, it's actually above it. So for us, and if I need to draw the position tool, just show you it a little bit easier. Here, let me move this up. Just give me 1 second. I gotta move something. I might have to move my screen. If you guys can let us know that you can see everything okay. Making sure you guys can also see everything as well. And hear okay. You can see that ES right now is starting to reject. If you guys have seen our socials or just been on a couple of the past live streams, this is that box where retail traders see that bullish news right at the beginning, but you're smacked right into our reversal box. You can see earlier today it's already done its job. And so this is just helping us not get caught where most people would be longing into the top of that, getting trapped. You don't long into the top of our box. It's better to wait for a close above for continuation. So right now we're getting that move. NQ is now gotten into the box. US 30 folks, you're the one that's just in the 50-50 zone. So for us, this isn't somewhere where I would like to play the NQ. I would rather hold the short on ES, which is right here. And as you can see, going great so far. And NQ, your target's going to be right towards the bottom of our box. But just trying to show you guys, like, this is kind of like what we do. It's about being predictive. We understand, and what we try to teach is the boxes is where you expect the reaction to occur, versus trying to see something change over and over and over again. It's as simple as you guys have seen, and now you're watching it live, that you come into a box and then this is where you expect the bearish reversal to happen. Where does that not are you invalidated versus you being invalidated because of a certain money loss? As soon as you close above the box, now you would be bullish. But right now there's no reason to be bullish, and now we will continue to watch this bearish move as this continues to play out. I'm going to really quick go check Forex and the Euro. The Euro, absolutely beautiful just now. You'll see there's a couple of our boxes that they're different colors. The smaller the boxes, how this doesn't extend to the left side of your guys' screen. These are our day trade boxes. This is the DXY. If you're a Forex trader, you had a perfect hit into our bullish daily reversal box. And right there is your bullish close. So the position idea will look something like so. Let me erase the extra stuff. And now you have an amazing move up of 4-1 so far on the the DXY. And then when I look over to the right side of my screen, when this was occurring, the Euro slightly closed above our box, but at the same exact time it rejected by the second candle from our box, and now to the tick it is back to the swing box. So for us to continue bearishness on the Euro would mean it needs to get a close below and accept it into the box. So if you guys ever see me draw circles, that's where I'm looking for the candle to close for a continuation of that move. Gold, absolutely perfect today. Comes up into the daily box. When I say perfect, right now, you see the giant green candle. We talked to you guys that when candles approach our box, it needs to close the color candle, the reversal you want. In this case, it would be a bearish candle close. There's the bullish candle close. Price comes down, back tests the box, and goes straight to the next box higher. And now rejecting. Gold, this is the area for gold to hold when New York opens. And so looking for something like this. But as soon as gold closes below our box, then this would be the idea to go down. So we can predict the reactions before price gets there. So these are the two ideas that we'll be looking for in New York based off this close. You can use 5-minute closes, 15-minute closes, 3-minute, 30-minute closes. We've got a couple of ICT traders in the group that use the 1-minute chart. It's not something that we teach in our tutorials, but you're able to use the strategies that work the most effective for you as you're doing this. And then just give me 1 second. All right, thanks, guys. I am back. So you'll see now from that PCE volatility allowing us not to like get trapped at that top. The NQ is still holding. This is why we use candle closes. We've only been open, what, 6 minutes for the PCE release. So if you're someone who's a 5-minute trader, you can see how like this can really dust you up. But when you go to a 15-minute or 30-minute, you see it holding the box now. So bullish candles, 15-minute candles pushing up as it flips the box. Bullish during the London session, and now you're in the end of the London session. To us, New York hasn't opened just yet, and then now looking for PCE to get to this top of the target. And one of the other things too is like using the system to be able to flip your bias really quick. A lot of people struggle. They look to open a position or an idea, and then they'll follow it in the wrong direction the entire time. And what happens is you can't flip the opposite direction because you're too busy wanting that original position to work out. This sort of gets rid of that psychological mentality where you need to go against yourself. Always, for the NQ folks, the bullish closes until, and this is why we use we use candle closes, not just the candle moving with the wicks. And that's what we're talking about on the NQ, still holding that box. And now the ES, it's at the very top of our box now, where that circle is. And if it closes above that circle on a 15-minute, then it can look to be bullish. But right now you can see the bots, the algorithm is like taking profit to the tick on the top of the box, which is expected. Just like on those original shorts for retail traders, where they're getting filled right there. It's still in the box overall. The wick goes down, and you have to be on a really small time frame, and you'll see that those candles are down here. But this is why we teach people to use 15-minute and especially 30-minute closes to help you not get trapped like most retail traders do. Retail traders are taught to use small time frames. Most people can't trade on small time frames. There's a reason why they do that. Our goal here is like we don't give financial advice. We don't give signals. We are here specifically to educate and teach members and give a predictive system where they can make plans for their day. And then 5 days a week, we jump on live streams with them during the New York volatility to help show them how we would navigate markets in theory. But it's just really cool. Like, I mean, it's a news event. You guys are seeing it, how it comes down. It can't close below our box. Price gets bought right back up, goes to the very top of the box. So everybody who went long at the PCE release, this is that PCE release candle. See how much bigger it is compared to the rest. They all go long, so the price goes down, shorts them out. But where we look to go short is when it closes below the box and then pushes down like so. And I showed you guys that in our social videos, the one we did last night. It's the same story. It's about the candle close. That's what's important. And then as those shorts get taken out and it's still holding the box, NQ dips into the box, still holding the box, bullish. US 30, as I was saying to you guys just a little while ago, as those of you hopping in, if you're a US 30 folk, you are in between our system. So right now, it's a less probability that it's going to do what you want. And that's why the US 30 is literally still at the open of PSE, or PCE, sorry, literally. But if you look over here on the middle, on the NQ and the ES, their candle is much bigger compared to US 30 as far as the bullish side of it. And then ES is still selling from our box. So all those shorts got taken out from the initial PCE. And then after they took the shorts out to clear the liquidity, they pushed back up towards the top of our box. And now everyone goes long. And they're going to get filled like so with their spreads. The price should not go up higher until it closes above the box. And then from right there, now they've taken out all the longs and all the shorts. And we're almost to where the candle has opened. If you use our, and you can guys see it just like this. Maybe this is an easier way just to see the PCE. This is current, this is right now. The PCE is still setting. It hasn't set fully yet. But these red little lines that you see right here, I'll make this smaller so it's a little bit easier. I'm going to erase my white lines that are running on the chart. But see the letters? It'll print the line as price goes, and they're not going to move. So right now, you can see that the market makers are putting the PCE high literally at the top of our box. And then the PCE low is down here. And if you're using, this is a free indicator, our Heinz True Algo indicator. You can get it by just going to our website, truealgo.com. And then you can fill out the pop-up and they will grant you access to that indicator. And the videos we show you guys with that is when you close above that line. We just posted that social. It's for all of our Heinz events, FOMC, CPI, PPI. This would be the ideas for those. And then the biggest difference is when New York opens, like just using that Heinz indicator, that would be the idea. But when we pop this open, we can see that instead of waiting for this PCE low that's right there and then closing and then getting an activation, when we close below this box during New York, now there's a reason to get to that in the first place. So it allows us to get in earlier because it's predictive. And then same thing like so. This tells us if this PCI doesn't go any higher in the next 18 minutes, then this is a good long just from our box in the first place, but also because the PCE high is in the same exact place. So building confluence tools on top of each other. But at least this can show you now that it's layering the PCE. I'll put it over on this chart too. The PCE release right on top of it. We can see that it runs right into the top of our box. NQ still holding, ES still holding. Euro, that's why we're saying, and I'll keep telling you, like there's no reason to be bearish on the euro till it closes in the box. You can see the buy up now. And then the DXY folks, again, if you're someone who trades Forex, you've stopped and jumped right back down from the open price. This is that idea on gold trying to play out before New York even opens. That PCE comes down, tests our box, and now bullishly moving upwards. Silver is back in our box. This is the bigger swing box overall. So as you guys can see here on silver, I'm never sure like if just drawing the drawings is going to help more overall, but you can see like that first short, scalp short. Also, every time there's been a scalp short, there's been longs from the same exact box, always offering opportunities. And so when New York pops open for silver, and again, using any asset in our system is something like so, where you get a close during New York open, and then once it closes below this box, there's a trigger. You guys see this little blue target right here? This is our True Algo scalp target. You can see yesterday it was hit right there. There's an 87% chance that New York is going to come hit this. So would love New York to reject and get down there immediately, or New York gets up here. This is one of our boxes stacked inside of a box today. It's kind of like Inception. So comes up here, gets a bearish close, then that could be the place to come down and get to this scalp target. It's just this little blue line running across that little that target area. But 87% chance that oil will come down silver will come down and get that today, and something that we'll be watching together. Oil and silver almost look exactly the same. Oil's right here to your right. Gold's still playing out so far. Crypto folks, everyone's asking for all-time highs and all-time lows. Our system allowing you to smack straight into boxes and consistently get up, in, and out of them. Again, smacking into boxes, and reversing. Smacking into boxes, smacking into boxes. This way you don't have to sit there and rely on crypto Twitter and all these other places like that where people are always calling for highs and lows, and instead you can just play in between overall. ES almost closing right above that box in that first 15 minutes. That PCE will be settled here in the next 15 minutes. We do it for the first 30. So we'll be waiting for that to finish out. And so for us, for that bullish continuation, getting a close and then moving up like so. Right now looking for a little bit of stop hunts. If you're a fair value gap trader, you've got that fair value gap right there, as well as on the NQ right here too. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in here. When we say close, we mean like a literal candle close. So if you're going to use our reversal boxes and then also our companion indicator that we have available, you'll see once I pop that on, it gives me some more information. I'll show you this right here. Our companion indicator includes some of the most effective tools we believe to help navigate through markets. So just showing you this real quick, watch. If you're someone who likes to trade sessions, but you're never sure like where the sessions possibly could go. Right now we're in the London session. The London session is flipping the weekly open to bullish. And then right here, we have a daily scalp target today on US 30. So looking for this London or New York to pop open and hit this, there's an 89% chance we're going to hit it. So for your US 30 folks, we're trying to get to that scalp target. And then what happens is after that scalp target gets hit, if you close above it, remember 89% chance it's going to get hit today, and it printed at the beginning of the day. Then if you close above, you look to target the box higher. When you hit it and you close below, you simply look to target the box lower. So it's a confluence building tool that our traders have before price ever gets there. We know how to react. And so right now looking for London to complete that idea. And then just showing you how to layer multiple assets on top of each other. The ES, which is over here on the left, it hit its scalp target like so during the Asia session today. I'll show you what I mean. It was a bearish scalp target, had a 87% chance to be cleared today. Right where that blue is where it got hit, and then price clears that. And then when London opens right here. I know a lot of people tend to be in the market during the London session. This is the London Silver Bullet session. We also include that in the system to help you. So when London opens, it opens below that target, gets accepted into our box, and then London runs right up here. And I want to show you where that target was. Here's that scalp target. Remember what I said. When you close above that scalp target, then you look to go up to the next part of the box, or you look to go lower. Soon as London opens to bring more volatility, you can see right here on this line, I'll circle it. There's, oh, hold on, it might be just easier to do this. Push this like so, and I'll lower that stop. So we use that body candle, and there's the close above as it pushes up. And then now trying to get to the top of the box, almost a 3.5 to 1. Or when this comes down for that stop hunt, and then you get that bullish candle again right here. If you want to shrink your stop, it's up to you. I would at least put the stop somewhere, an idea below that scalp target. And then as you can see now, that price runs up. Most importantly, once you get a close above the box, you look to target higher. You guys see over here to the left side of your screen, just so you understand what you mean about being predictive. And I'll turn the companion off real quick. You see how these candles do not close above the box? So that means price is bearish, and it's going to look to push down. You immediately look to push up when it closes above the box. But this is why we use actual candle closes. So there's no reason to go higher until that happens. And then you can see today was the very first time that the ES is now closed above that box, and then that PCE released and goes straight up. So such an easy thing to sort of just track as you run through the different assets that we offer with our indicator. Everything is custom coded. But it's as simple as that, folks. It's the very first candle. All of these candles yesterday, not a single one could close above. All of them offered a short. And then as soon as you get the single one, that's right here, closes above, price runs up. These are 15-minute candles. You don't have to wait a year. You don't have to wait. We've seen people like we post this, and they'll be like, Oh, I bet it takes days to play out because people hide their time frames when they post indicators. You guys can see right there. Just simply on 15-minute candles. If you're a retail trader, which all of us are, we were all taught to be on small time frames. That way you get that rush and you play on those small time frames and the markets start to take advantage of you. That's why it's important to have an indicator where you can look to predict reactions versus always coming in afterwards the fact. Gold just got to the full target, by the way. You guys see the picture that's drawn? Up, down, and then here's that candle. If we rewind the tape, you guys can rewind the stream back. It'll be on there for you guys to rewatch to see what we're saying. But gold has now gotten to the full target. Commodities are some of our favorite assets in True Algo. Biggest reason is most retail traders don't know how to have access to trading commodities unless they're on like a funding challenge account. And if that's the case, you're probably not on an A book where you're actually executing trades on an actual exchange. So most retail traders can't trade commodities, and therefore they are some of, and again, same exact concept. You guys see this candle? You see how it closes above the box? You see earlier in the day we could not close above the box, and now the first candle closes above it, and now we are swinging up. A couple of things that can really help you if you're someone who fights trends. And if you're not sure, look guys, look, I'll scan back. Do you see any candle closes above this box? This is our biggest swing, bullish and bearish reversal box. You see how there's no candle closes above it? And now look at the very first candle of the week finally closes above of that swing box. And then I'm going to draw a little arrow. Look down here to the bottom right. We have a dashboard that lets you know immediately when we're in trends. And you see down here, I'll turn the mobile off. You'll see that in the mobile version, it's just a green arrow up for the swing box. And now as it pops up, give me 1 second. You can also choose to make it bigger if you're on a desktop like how we are. But you can, if you're someone who trades on your phone or uses your phone, you can make it smaller so it doesn't take up as much. You see how it says it's green and it's trending? It lets our traders know that, hey man, you're in a green bullish trend. So if you're looking for something to actually tell you it's in a trend and it's not time frame specific, it's our indicator specific, it can help you. And there's that first candle close. So if you're a swing trader or someone who likes to hold longer, there you go. And now for gold, you're talking about a move from 268 all the way up to 278. That's 10. That's 1,000 ticks on gold. Just right there. So again, it's not about 1,000 ticks 3 days later, a week later. This is the same session. And I just want to show you guys what we started on gold today as a group. Look, hit the box, bullish reversal during the PCE news. This was the idea drawn, and now look at gold. And the reason why gold is pushing up so much harder than some of the other assets, and it's this right here. We are trending bullish, green arrow up, reminding our traders that this is where gold on a swing on a weekly basis is going to look to push higher and higher and higher. When this candle closes bearish, then we can look for reasons to push down. But right now, it's bullish, and you just follow the momentum. You don't fight it. That's the mistake a lot of people make. They fight momentum of candles. Silver doing the same thing, oil doing the same thing. All of them accepted back in the box and pushing up higher. And there you go, folks. Sorry I keep like moving between assets. US 30 live. We're going to get to the scalp target in just a second. You'll see it. You saw how these candles push down, and like as I'm talking, you're reading them and you're probably like, man, you see him saying like these candles are bullish and price is going to push up and it's red. That's that thing like whenever you guys back test something, you never like experience because you just hit the rewind button. And look, there you go. Scalp target hit live on stream. And now the NQ, full take profit at the next box. The ES is almost to the next box. All bullish candles, no reason to be bearish. These are the things that we believe people don't get where they're with other indicators. Because one, it does help to have live coaching. We do this 5 days a week. Everyone talks about hindsight. We decided that we would pop on here and start showing you guys things live. And there you go. The US 30 was the only indice that did not clear its scalp target already. And we just told you there's an 89% chance for this bad boy to get hit. And there you go. Close above that line, then we'll look to target the next box above. When this candle closes in 6 minutes, because New York is going, New York's not going to open. It doesn't open for, 35 more minutes. But if it closes below there, it'll go down. If you guys want to see other assets, feel free to ask. But just showing you that this ain't hindsight. We just called it, and then the ES is almost to that target of our box right here. Right. Oops, wrong thing. Sorry, tool. And it has to close bearish in order to flip bearish. Just give me 1 second. I'm checking chat, checking on you guys. Hope you guys are all doing well. So New York hasn't even opened. It doesn't open for another 35 minutes. Most retail traders are... I always say retail traders because pretty much everybody's a retail trader. Whoop. I am trying to grab my drink and that did not work out. Everybody's a retail trader, honestly, unless you've got 9 figures in your trading account. You're talking about trading with like the market makers, the people who really move markets. Retail traders, you don't have the money to move markets. So we're trying to have a system that can predict where the market makers are going to make their move, because retail traders use indicators that change on every time frame, and they're constantly tracing FOMO moves. Retail traders tend to only enter the market right when New York opens, when the highest volatility is there. So we don't want to make those mistakes. We want to use a system that's predictive. So allowing us to already get into ideas before New York even opens gives us an advantage over those people who are going to enter in just on going bullish or bearish right at open, a 50-50 with their account, and that's how they blow things so quickly. Most of them have that 3 trade rule. I lose 3 trades, I'm out. Why? Because if you haven't realized why that rule is there, that rule is there because it's the day trade rule. If you trade 3 times, the account stops. So these are all those things that our goal is to not make the same mistakes, and this is why we educate and entertain. This is not financial advice. We're here to teach people with our system that we just don't want to make the same mistake that the other 90% of people make. We don't want to do what they do. So that's why we create an indicator that has predictive reactionary places on the chart. If you're an ICT trader, you can finally have targets to set for your silver bullets. You can finally have targets when, like for instance, this is the liquidity, right? Right here for this day. Here's the previous London session. And there's the liquidity. Yesterday, New York isn't open. London opens. London takes that liquidity. Why is price up here? And the reason why, if you're an ICT trader and you want to use those concepts, you should. Do whatever you want. We're not saying there's anything wrong with it. What we're doing is, and we use some of these concepts. I talked about fair value gaps earlier. When you take that liquidity and you're thinking, okay, I think price is actually going to sell off, there is no reason to start shorting or thinking that this liquidity grab is going to sell off until you get a bearish candle close. You notice how all these candles pushing up into our system, none of them took the liquidity of yesterday from that New York high. And that's why the system pushed up. So if you're someone who uses those techniques and you have issues of, I know how to use their techniques, I know the silver bullets, I'm going to use the sessions, I'm going to use the London range. The problem is, which way is it going to go? How can you be reactionary? And so this can help you. So when New York took that liquidity, not New York, sorry, this right here, and you want to take the ICT to push up or down, for us, instead of reacting right where the liquidity grab happens, it's when the close happens here, and then you simply go lower. And when you say, hey, maybe that was just luck, maybe that just happened for today, all 3 assets did it. We're doing it live, so you can watch it. Notice how, just from a live perspective, everybody, you see how this candle is struggling? And the reason why is you're hitting our reversal box. This is where you expect the algorithm to start selling, or more importantly, where it's going to start to take profit on its longs. You see on your right side of the screen, you see how US 30 looks like it's in replay mode? It's like literally looks like it's stopped. And the reason why it stopped is it got to our scalp target. This is another area where price tends to take profit, and that's why that candle pushed down, and now it's back up to the entrance area. Close above that, then we can look to get US 30 to push up back into the box higher. ES is so close to getting to that first take profit area. Just checking on commodities really quick through Forex. Beautiful bullish move for DXY from the swing box. Sorry, Euro. DXY absolutely getting hammered. If you guys look down here on the right side of your screen, DXY, and watch this. This is in tandem with each other. Oops, I forgot the tool. Can you guys look down at the bottom of my screen? Both on DXY here on the left, Euro on here on the right. You see how the arrow is red pushing down for DXY? and then the arrow on the right side of your screen is green pushing up, it's letting us know that this asset, from a swing perspective, is bearish. So you should always be looking for reasons to get and push price back down. And then you can see how unbelievably perfect today that is the case. If you're someone who trades open, our GP box that's right here. Every opportunity that this indicator is reminding us, look for reasons to be bearish. DXY is headed to this little green line right there, and I'll explain why here in a second. And at that same time, the euro is telling us keep looking for reasons to go up. That's why the green arrow is there. It's helping remind our traders when you're practicing and you're demo trading why you should be looking for what direction you should. And now if there's no arrows pointing in those directions, you see here on indices right there, you see how they do not currently have a direction up or down? That's telling you that there's a higher probability you're going to smack between boxes and be more range bound as an asset. Where the Forex folks right now, you are in a bearish or bullish trend. If you're something that trades USD or UCAD, let's watch. We'll flip between assets. Check it out. This is the euro. This is DXY. If I flip to the UCAD, you'll see that the UCAD is going to look just like DXY, and it's going to be trending bearish. Watch. So when you're someone who thinks you need to do a ton of homework and you need to be on charts all day long, our system fixes that for you. Because you can pop open a chart and immediately see we're in a bearish trend. You can see the loss of the box. This is now the new day. It's reminding you every day this week, because it's trending on a week, is to look for reasons for price to go lower. So that's the UCAD. The UJ is going to look similar, and can do it like this too. We give you guys a watch list, and we give this to you so you don't have to put the work. Again, our goal is to make it so people don't have to do as much work. So you'll see like right here, I'm going to put in my funding challenge watch list. We give this to our members. And from here, I'm just going to go through the futures. And I can pop through whichever assets that we have. And I can hit my change percent. And I can be like, all right, what is going to be the thing that is moving the most? I know if it's in the middle, it's probably not going to be at a place of interest. But if something that's moved a lot in the day, then I can pop into something and start seeing exactly where price has moved to see if it's something that's going to be beneficial for me. So here, again, NQU, same type of concept where price is hitting into something. So we give these to you so you don't have to go looking for ideas. Hold on, let me move this. If you're a crypto trader, same exact concept. We give you all the coins that we're watching for you guys to run through. Let me get that UGen or UJ. Can't even talk. So you guys can see here, UJ, same exact concept, looking just like DXY. DXY is headed down to that green line most of all, or most likely overall. And I'll show you why in just a second. I want to keep checking back on the indices. By the way, look at the US 30, folks. Check it out. You see how the current candle's red now? And it's to the tick, by the way. Like, to the literal tick. So this is what we talk about, being able to predict reactions. I told you guys when we were down here that US 30 was going to look to come clear of that scalp target with an 89% chance. It cleared the scalp target, and I told you if it closes above the scalp target, we can look for reasons to go to the next box higher. If it closes below it, we can look to go to the next box lower. Look at it to the tick. And there's that sell from the algorithm. We talk about our indicator allows you to make predictive plans. And that's what we try to teach versus waiting for price to and the things to repaint. We don't do that here. So can really help. The ES has gotten as close as possible to getting to that target. But we got 30 minutes before New York opens, so we got time to get there. Trying to check on chat to see what you guys are saying, if I can answer anything. Do we also teach money management, position size, risk, and rewards? We are not financial advice givers, but if you have questions on setting risk to reward, finding areas of entrance and stuff like that on charts, we do help with that. Again, nothing is financial advice, but we can show people how to, the most important thing in this game is managing risk. So like when this candle we talked about earlier came in and opened, and you got that first bullish candle close for the entire week above our system here, and now we're looking to push up bullish. When that candle opens, You don't chase this down. As soon as price, and again, small time frame, you see how it pushes down here? We don't use 3 minutes. But then it pushes back up. As soon as it pushes back up to the original entrance target, which is right here, now you can move your stop to where that is. You don't chase it down. You let it come right back up. And then you want to try to average like a 4-to-1. Our suggestion is just a 4-to-1. And the reason being, when you're trading, everyone always thinks you need to have a super high win rate. And you need to instead be able to manage your risk. There are people who are super profitable traders because they have a 30 to 40% win rate, but they only trade 8-to-1s, 10-to-1s, 12-to-1s risk to reward. So if you need help seeing how to draw position tools and figuring out ways to get to target take profit areas and how much your stop should be, the system can help. We actually are debuting some new strategy ideas within our system at the start of the new year for our members on using different entrance criteria. Again, the one thing we try to do with our indicators, we always are developing strategies that are continued to help our members. Markets are always changing. We don't get rid of our indicator and make new ones. We just put different things into our system that can help them make ideas to predict the future. Right now, you see that big stop hunt on US 30, and now it's above that scalp target, but it hasn't closed yet. So I'm going to give this, it looks like 9 more minutes for it to push up. Let me make this smaller. You'll see that I'll move this. This is now going to get smaller. We have the option to make it as a mobile, so it's less in your way. See, now it's back to being smaller again. NQ is still struggling, tapping into our box. And there you go, folks. Sorry as I have to click around a whole bunch, but I'm trying to help as many people with as many assets as possible. There's the DXY to the green line target. See the circle? Let me show you really quick why. Remember, as I was saying earlier, DXY is trending bearish from a swing perspective. So if you're someone who likes to swing more than day trade, and swing doesn't mean you hold things for weeks, by the way. Day traders typically hold their trades for like 3 minutes to 10 minutes. Like seriously, that's how long they hold it. So if you're holding something for 3 minutes to 10 minutes, a swing trader can be somebody who holds something for an hour. That's 6 times as long. And that's something to think about. So I want to show you something really quick. How you can start to be more predictive in markets. Why I said we were going to get down to that. By the way, I said we were going to get down to the green line. And what are you seeing live? What are you seeing occur right now on this green line? It's not running through, right? It's not down here all of a sudden. Why, when price is up here, am I able to say we're headed specifically towards the green line? And now you're live, you're seeing the algorithm start to take profit. These are those things you can't backtest because every time you hit the fast forward button, it just skips through the momentum. So check it out. This is again showing you something how to use our system effectively and what we try to teach. This is only using this from a swing perspective. This box is where you expect bullish candles to push you up from a swing. This is our swing system. Okay? Let me just see from over. Yeah, so check it out. That means every day that you wake up, our system is telling you, and I said this earlier, that DXY is looking to be bearish on a swing level. You see how none of these candles, once it gets into the box, can close back above it? So constantly the system is alerting us from a predictive perspective. There's no reason to get bullish, and I said this to you on every asset so far, till you get a close above the box. We don't want to get trapped in here. And instead, look at how many of these candles, again, 15-minute time frame, being predictive to assist you. This works on every asset. Look at every one of these candles. What do you see happen right there? And I'm going to erase some of this other stuff. Sorry I'm moving around. It's just we're trying to teach you guys. New York doesn't open for another 20 minutes. You see how every one of these candles don't close below? So from a scalper's perspective, it's still holding the last level it needs to hold before it trends that we talked about earlier. You finally get your first close, and also that happened during the silver bullet session, by the way, below our swing box. That means for the rest of the week now, price is going to close or look to close to the 4th level. Watch this. And so if you've ever wanted to see how you can trend and follow the trend better, I'm going to turn the labels on just so you can see what they are. Look what price did. And by the way, This is in the same 24-hour period. You don't gotta wait. Swings don't have to be weeks, guys. This is the same day. Look what happens. And then look, just so you know, it's not hindsight, fake. We made it up. We just added the line to the chart. There's the fourth line. And we teach this. Our members know that. And you see where price is still tapping? And I'll ask our members in the chat right now. Guys, what does this level mean from a swing perspective? What does it mean? And then I'll explain it to you all in just a second. I just want to see if they're all participating. Because again, we're trying to educate and teach. This can help you if you're a Forex trader because this is the level that's being tapped. It's also going to help us a little bit for New York that's about to open in a second for the index folks. And you'll see people as they're typing. This line, if we close below that line, we have another part of the system that our traders can use. Once it closes below that little green line, 80% of the time you're going to close lower for the rest of the week. Today's the last day of the week, you know what I mean? But just showing you how cool it is from a live perspective that where everyone would be shorting the absolute low right now on DXY, we're watching the algorithm take profit on our system, which is what we expect. We're trying to move with the market makers and not against them. And at the same time that this is happening, I'm going to flip over to the euro, and you're going to see that the euro is starting to form a bearish candle or the green candle starting to have a wick. Watch. And this is what we teach. You see the wick at the top? We teach our members that whatever DXY is doing, the euro is going to tend to be the opposite of the system, and we're seeing that right now. US 30, folks, this is why we teach you guys to use candle closes. You see how that candle on US 30 was up here? Everyone can get super bullish. Our scalp target is right here, guys. And now the candle's straight back down. There's no reason to do anything until it closes. I said that we needed to wait 9 minutes. The close is in 3.5 minutes. You don't have to wait that long. I think that's one of the mistakes retail traders do, and that's why they're on lower time frames. There's a reason why most people can't replicate what those people are doing on small time frames, because it's extremely difficult. You're trading on the bot level. You're not going to ever execute like a bot because you are you are objective. A bot is subjective. Sorry, I just said the opposite. You are subjective. You, as in me, everybody, our emotions get in the way. And a robot is objective. It does not have any emotions tied to the candles moving. It only executes on when the candle opens or closes. So, seeing that happen. NQ, literally live, just still stopping at our box. You notice that there's still no bearish candle close. It doesn't matter if the candle goes bearish. It has to close bearish. And that's why we're continuing to see bullish momentum up on the NQ. ES is in between boxes now. It has to close bearish in this box for me to want to take the bearish move down. It has to close bullish in this box to take the bullish move up. That's why we talked to you guys earlier on the live stream during the PCE release. By the way, there's the push-up even continuing on NQ. Because it flipped the box bullish. Flipped the box bullish. Notice how green ES and NQ are, and US 30 still struggling with the scalp target live. I'm going to check on you guys in chat, see if I can read anything. Thank you to our mods and our members that are helping answer questions. We appreciate it. And those of you that were answering, if you guys see people posting that 80% rule, I appreciate it, guys. They're just answering my question. We do that in our, again, we do this 5 days a week in our live streams trying to help people. And I appreciate members that are answering that question. They're just telling us 80% of the time if we close below this on DXY, the euro's going to fly. The pound's going to fly. The Aussie's going to fly. Euro is going to push down for the rest of the week once it closes below that line. But you see how cool it is to see it hold it literally live on stream. Gold has gotten to the top of the box. Silver's put in a new high on our live stream. Just showing you the full ideas played out on gold. And then listen, people struggle with candle closes. I get it. We all do. Because you want to chase the candle. Even if you just waited for that bullish candle to close in our box, it's not bearish. There's no reason to be bearish. There's still a scalp right there. Everyone always thinks if you wait for the candle close, you're going to miss out on the entire opportunity and now you're going to get wrecked. And it's not the case, man. Just showing you, that candle put in a new high. The bots are operating on a similar system where they've now entered into an area where price should reverse with the bearish candle close. The bots closed it bullish. They're going to look for reasons to push up higher. So yeah, New York doesn't open for another 15 minutes. Questions, feel free to ask. I'm here to tell you. Or sorry, here to answer them. I did click the wrong watch list earlier because we do have a watch list that we use for our members that are like the live contracts. For those of the ones that are using that for the NQZ and the ESZ contracts 2023. And so we have an updated version that I need to put on there. Do you guys have analysts who post their trades on your Discord? I'm an analyst and I love to lurk with your server. We do not do financial advice or give signals. So we appreciate the offer, but you can feel free to reach out to us. But we're not a place where people go to see someone giving them a long or short. We do a macro live stream where we give ideas on charts. The first big one that we can show you. I'll show you oil this week. So this was the drawn idea we gave on oil on Sunday. You guys I've posted in our socials for you to see. I literally gave you the snippet from Sunday night stream, and then I gave you the view that we did live on stream. And by the way, this happened live on the Wednesday stream, like with everybody. And then just the overall view played out. So we won't, it's not somewhere you go for signal services. There's a reason why people don't stay at those places. We're here to educate and entertain through markets. So we appreciate the offer, but not something that we're interested for our members. We're here to teach them. We want to teach our members how to do their own actions. We don't want people to rely on someone's signals, if that makes sense. I'm not able to read the text on the green line. I'm not sure what that means. James, if you can... I'm trying to read what he's saying. I'm not seeing the same boxes for ES. James, right now I'm on the micros. So that could be the case if I put on the ES on this one. And also, which ES version are you on? Are you on 8 cap? And you also can go in there. I'm using the MES futures right now. This is the ES version, and it should almost look exactly the same. We try to teach our members when they're in the learning phases to lean towards the micros, not minis, so that they can get used to volatility. People always, retail traders, try to jump in on the NQ and the US 30, which offers very quick moves in both directions, and people can't really handle that volatility of the candles moving, where when you're on the micro side of the ES, it's much easier to handle these moves from a psychological standpoint. Again, trying to teach people how to use the indicators versus the volatility that can happen from the same exact move in the same direction. But this wick down right here is way more aggressive on the NQ and US 30 compared to that same exact wick, which is right there. See how much smaller it is? And you're talking about a $5 move versus a $20 move per tick. Eric, thanks for the answer, bud. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, James. So if you guys see James, he's one of our newer members. He's talking about using the SPY QQQ. Whatever the ES is doing, besides the fact that it's not it's open not 24/7, but it's open for futures. But SPY and QQQ is very similar. You'll see. I mean, it's not open yet. SPY hasn't opened up either, unless you're using electronic trading hours. You will see our boxes are custom coded to every single asset. So right now, oh man, it's absolutely gorgeous. Just to show you guys, like, it's not random. You see, I know it's zoomed in, but here's the SPY, folks. Right there on Wednesday, you got into our swing box. You see the bullish candle close right here? To now get something like that, and then look at the reaction after markets. So, if you're ever looking on SPY how to go from, and this is in a day and a half, from 467 up to 473, that's how you do it. We show you this in our socials, right? Dips down and then pushes up from our system. So, if you're someone who does use SPY like James is talking about, even though we chart on the ES like you see me doing, and then the SPY might look different, system still works similarly. You can choose what thing you want to execute on if that's something that you're interested in doing. So, I'm just reading your guys' questions. New York opens in about 10 minutes. One of the things I have issues with is planning out my RR.
with respect to my account size? Do you guys assist with that or have education videos on it? Yeah, in our videos we talk about like a big thing for us is trying to average at least a 4-to-1 on your ideas. So what can happen is like if you were gonna long right here from this box to that box and just blindly going from box to box, and our system shows you this, it's a 6-to-1. That's great. The problem is that wick pushed down further. So if you use that wick as your stop, you're now saying that this position is going to be a 1-to-1 trade for whatever your risk management is in your account. That's not something good to take, because what that means is if you win and then you lose the next 3, you have to win 4 more to get back to being positive. So instead what happens is where you might want to enter in blindly right there and use that big of a stop, you can then switch to a smaller time frame after you get the bullish close. Now watch this. Watch what I do. And then here's that bullish close in that idea. Now I can push up to here, and now I can start finding a smaller stop if I'm going to use that previous candle, or push up here. Now I can use that as my stop, and now I'm trying to get to the box. Is a 2.5-to-1 worth it? And so you can start formulating ideas going sideways. Where is the place to look that's going to be the best risk to reward for you from that? And that's just using this one because, again, guys, this is a news event. That wick is bigger because the news happened. So as a trader, this could be one of those ones the system worked out great, but the news pushed down, and now as it pushes up, once it comes back up, that's your entrance criteria. You shouldn't enter in blindly during that news release. And we saw that. It was red down here, right, when it started, and then now has pushed up. US 30, folks, we're still struggling with beating our scalp target and the open. Still struggling on it. NQ, we got our first little bearish candle close, and now you can see the next candle bearish as well so far from our box, looking for something like so. New York is just about to pop. ES is still in between those two. I'm just trying to go back through chat, try to answer any questions. Our mods are doing a great job, but if you guys have any questions for me, let me know. If there's any other assets you want to see, feel free to ask. Here to help. DXY still holding. As long as DXY holds this for New York, the Euro, the Pound, and the Aussie are going to lean bearish. If we get this, and we lose this circle, and I'll put the note, if this happens, the Euro, Pound, Aussie are going to continue to run bullish. Specific to where that is written. That's what we'll be watching for. That line is so crucial for the rest of the day. Look at gold live. We were showing you guys this on Wednesday, right? With oil or gold or silver, one of the ones. Just, it comes up to the box. This is the stuff you can't back test. I mean, it hits, it's to the tick, right? Like predicted to the literal tick. And then where you might want to get super hasty and just chase that candle up. These are 30-minute candles. On a 15-minute, looks like so. If you're a 5-minute trader, looks like so. But the box is still in the same place. So it's up to you. You can use the time frame candle that's most important to you. For me, it's so easy from like a risk to reward perspective. I mean, that's the actual, until we close above there, like we were saying earlier, there's no reason to go higher for the day. This is the box that is supposed to. Go back and watch a stream what we said about gold. This is the place where gold is supposed to stop for the day and go down. If not, it's in a bullish trend and it's going to follow upwards. And so this is where, again, those people are asking about entrance ideas. If you're on a 30-minute, that candle's already run down. On a 15-minute, that candle has run down, and the initial idea is right here. So what if your entrance idea, you see this little line running across our screen? Let me make this bigger. This line is an area to look to get in, to push down. And you can use that line as a stop, as an idea. And then if you're a 5-minute trader, some people use 3 minutes, some people use 1 minute. You can see right here how that 5-minute can really allow you, as you're figuring out how to manage your risk that's most popular, or not popular, If you want to use that actual line, remember, this is the furthest price should go for the entire week. Sorry, entire day. That's the furthest it should go overall. Even if you're just trying to get to the other side of the box, it's 4.5 to 1 just to go from there to there. Stop is so minimal because price keeps stopping at the top of the box to the tick. Not, again, never going to say that's easy. I mean, obviously it was gorgeous here too. Pushes down, hits. These things are not easy to do. Don't take that as what I'm trying to show you. I think that's the mistake a lot of people make, is they want everything to be easy. You got to be able to put some time into markets, folks. That's why we do this live, to try to show people and try to assist them to getting used to the system earlier. But none of this stuff is easy. I think people get distracted and they think everyone else is selling snake oil and trying to make things easier. You guys see the question that Anaid just asked, what time frame do I recommend to use the boxes? So during the holiday break, we're actually going to send out to our members, we're going to show members different entrance strategies on different time frames, because there's been a lot of requests to show for members to see different ideas, versus the original thing is just to show people 30 minutes. We try to be very fluid in markets. And then so the goal is to show people, if you want to use the 5-minute chart, the gold, silver are some of the best to do that. And so you guys see this right here. Let's say you're a 1-minute trader. I don't operate on the 1 minute. I'm not saying you can't, but this is an option for you. And then you start to see this. And now the rejections over and over again from the top of the box, and then even just from the second line. So if you're someone who really likes to navigate tight spaces, the indicator can be extremely helpful in navigating these areas. And now you can see on a 1 minute just rejecting from the top of that box, or the bottom of the box, sorry. I don't use 1 minute candles. We don't teach that, but a lot of you have learned other concepts from other places, and this can really help you out. I'm going to delete this original long idea that's already played out, if that's okay with you guys. And then New York is just about to pop open in 2.5 minutes. So just for our current members and what my brain is thinking, just looking at the indicator, the NQ is so close to being bullish, but right now it's going to have a slightly bearish connotation right as we're about to open, because it's opening into a box. So for me, for NQ folks, it's the middle of your chart. When we get a close above here, I won't play in this box. I'm going to look for price to push up like so. I won't play in here. And instead, if New York, it's going to open in less than 2 minutes, if we can get this candle to push down further, then we can look to push down. But this is currently a bullish candle still getting into the box. And there goes the US 30 volatility kicking in again on that scalp target. We'll get that candle close here in less than 2 minutes. And if it closes above, which at this case it would, then we'll look to get to the box above. And hold on, let me check the chat. What someone's asking. Can I show gold on a 1 hour time frame? I can. If you're someone who likes to use 4 hours as like a true swing trader, or day or week charts, here's the 4 hour. So there's your 4 hour close. Doesn't matter if same area if you were on the stream earlier today with us, guys. That's the same close above our swing box. You see the wick into it. And then right there is the first time it closes on a 4 hour, and goodbye bears. Straight up. This is what we talk about, like our system is predictive. You pick the time frame, we'll pop it up for you. You're allowed to, and it's about using the system as a predictive tool. The boxes are not going to change. So if you want to use the 1 minute, you want to use the 4 hour, you want to use the 1 hour, because you really like to swing on that bigger time frame. If you want to have the 1 hour, the 1 minute, and the 5 minute up on the same chart, you can do that too. The boxes will be the same to help coach you through reactionary process. Our levels do not repaint. We are a non-repainting indicator. You can backtest and they're going to be the same. They're not going to change based off of the candle close. It will not do that like other indicators. Can I look up G? Yes, I can. Really quick, New York's just about to pop open, but I'll pop this up for you. If you have a specific exchange, I can even do that for you. The person who's asking for the pound versus the yen, is it Myler? Cannot break above our swing box. We get bearish candle closes, and then you can see the rundown. Right now, the pound versus the yen is opening bearish into our boxes right here, Myler, as you're asking, right there. Looking for bearish moves for that one. Get back over to the indexes. US 30, folks, you did close above our scalp target, so we're looking for the US 30 to get to our box right now. We did close above our scalp, so looking for this to complete. And then once it closes below the scalp target, the immediate bias flips, and then will look like something. So notice for the NQ, like I was saying, I'll be bullish when it closes up here because you are opening into our box. I will not play this box. It's too close. Someone just asked earlier, like, how do we manage risk? This is a low risk to reward because it can stop anywhere in this box. So if I'm going to hold this long position, I need to at least get up here. But where is my stop? Is it the current candle? Is it this candle? Is it that candle? So once it closes above the box, that's the higher risk to reward play. If you're someone who uses the 1 minute or 3 minute, well, there you go. You can use it. It's up to you. Just here to educate and entertain. This is not financial advice. ES is still struggling for this box. It did finally get to the full take profit, guys. Just took a little bit, and there you go. Close above green. It will close green if it closes there. Then we'll look to push it up higher. US 30, it's still holding the scalp target. So looking for it to finish that idea upwards. Pound versus the yen, Myler, I'm not sure who you are, but you guys, just like him, feel free to ask about seeing specific assets. You're looking like this for something overall, just because it's 1, 2, 3 times has rejected from 2 of our boxes. So looking for it to go lower. And this is a gorgeous swing already off of the pound versus the yen. And get all these extra little things off the chart. Euro should be pushing up quite strong. DXY is rejecting at open. And then looking for DXY during the New York session to come test our swing line. There's the bigger push up. By the way, US 30 idea complete. There you go, folks. So US 30 called live both times now. Open stream, got to the scalp target, told you as soon as we close a candle above, there's the first candle closed. Target is now hit. This is what we talk about trying to do things live. People always talk about hindsight. We're also way above the PCE, guys. Let me show you what I mean. Sorry, not way above it. You are on US 30. Let me show you. US 30, folks. If you're using our free Hines indicator, I'll pop this off. Come on. Come on. There it goes. And there you go. There's our free Hines indicator. And now you are finally into a box where if this candle closes bearish, we can look for US 30 to reverse. As you can see, it's literally taking profit at the top of the box. When it closes above the box, we'll simply target the next boxes higher. Gets those emotions out of the way real quick. But yeah, man. How many handles is that so far on? We called it right here. That's 30 handles. And now overall 81 handles in less than an hour on US 30. And now you can see that bullishness is kicking in like crazy. We always talk about, or people see our videos and they always say, yeah, try doing it live. I don't know what else to say, folks, except for like, we'll do this. We'll put the video out there for people to keep rewatching, and they'll still say trying to do it live. I get it. Everyone's been wronged by other indicators and services. That's why I told you, and I answered that guy earlier, that guys, we don't give signal services here. We want to teach you how to do this on your own. And so we've now gotten to the full take profit on the next level on the ES. NQ is now above the box. If this candle closes above, we'll continue the bullish momentum upwards. I was doing a private session with the member yesterday. I'm not sure if he's in here. But all of our current members, every Sunday we've been talking to them about, this is the first level of our swing box. When New York opens, where are you in relation to that? And this is where we've opened. And I would ask members, from a swing perspective, because this session is for you guys too, not just the public that's out here. I teach you guys, and we put it even in our thumbnails now. Like, be aware of where we are to the weekly GP swing box. And bullish, and now the first initial candle is bullish. The bots are going to buy on that aspect. You see right now, excuse me, my throat. This is one of those things that I try to teach our members on the indices. Sorry to move around so much. I just don't want you to miss this. I talked to you guys about this on Wednesday too, for those of you that caught that live stream. You see how the US 30 is going nuts? Look at the NQ. What do you see? Look right here, middle of my screen. What do you see on the NQ right now? Look at the ES. What do you see happening right now? It's my challenge to ask you when we talk about this being predictive. But look at US 30. The ES is almost all the way back down. The NQ is still red. US 30 super bullish. And the reason why is like the ES and the NQ open New York at a box, a bearish reversal box. It's going to take a lot for it to break this. And when it does, it is going to want to run. But right now, the bots are absolutely enjoying with the algorithm of getting every retail trader who longed SPY and all that stuff right at open. It's trapping them at the very top. And that's why we talked to you guys about the higher probability from a risk to reward perspective is when you get a close above our box. That is where I would look for reasons to be long on the NQ. Look at the NQ now. You can see it happening. Like, look, it's real. Look, gone, on. This is the box where price is going to struggle or it is going to break it very harshly from a live perspective. Look at US 30 continuing to put in new highs, and the NQ and the ES cannot because they are hitting our box. This is where price is supposed to struggle. So what is the better play? A run up on US 30 from a bullish perspective to get to the next target, which is way up there, by the way. It's another 120 handles higher. NQ still struggling. ES slightly more bullish because the ES is in the box. NQ cannot even close into it. That's the difference. This is the stuff we try to teach. There are nuances within our system. This is why we tell you it takes some time on your part. Euro is going for it from what I can see. Gold holding. Let me check the silver and oil real quick. Yeah, all the fun right now is on indexes. Crypto folks still holding as well. All about the indexes right now. Everyone else is just chilling on the other assets. I'm just trying to check chat. Again, any questions that you guys have, is please ask. You guys, this is a really important question. Those of you that are watching this back, Sam R just said, I use RSI, but it changes if I'm on a 15-minute chart. For any of you guys that don't realize, like RSI is one of those repainting things that someone asked earlier. So like the RSI right now on this time frame on a 15-minute is going to show something. Let's say it's at 80. But if I go to a 5-minute, it could say that it's at 90, which means it's been read over bought for a while. Our indicator doesn't do that. You don't have to worry about that conflict occurring. So if you want to use RSI, you can with our indicator. And let's say the RSI is oversold right here. If you're still here, Sam, or any of you guys that use RSI MACD, check this out. Right here, let's say that your RSI, your MACD, your EMA crossover, whatever it is. Let's say right here, it's signaling you need to sell, you need to sell, you need to sell. Our indicator is telling you from a predictive, it is not repainting, it's not going to change. That candle, as small as it is telling you price wants to push up to the next box. Whatever your RSI and MACD are saying, that time frame conflict, maybe this is where you need to go to a bigger time frame to see if the RSI is not oversold or overbought. And from there, it pushes up. So if you're an RSI trader or MACD, this is where you want the RSI and MACD to be going off. Now you can use a lagging repainting indicator with our predictive indicator to see this is where you want to see that play out. Not here. Lower probability, your repainting thing is going to play out. Up here, it is going to play out at a higher probability. Does that make sense, Sam? Hope that can help you. Look at US 30. Oh man, I said it's 120 handles higher, but it'll get there real quick. You can be done for your week. Well, the week's done. It's Friday. Whatever. NQ still struggling. ES is now above the box, closed above the box. Then ES can do the same exact run up. Absolutely glorious on US 30, guys. It's going to be over 250 handles before this stream is done. 140 handles so far, live on stream. Man, look at it. It's going. It'll get there. I'll tell you, man. Rick, scalp target, you missed a great run so far on US 30. But right now, as long as it's above those boxes, it's going to look to keep pushing up. And it's pushing up hard, US 30, even against the NQ right now, which cannot even close in our box. So, and there will be an important close here in less than 5 minutes, Rick, and all of our members that first 5 minutes. So just be careful. DXY is also providing what we want to see for all of our members that have been here for a while. DXY is trending bearish. That can help indexes be bullish. And then New York is about to test the same target that London put in here shortly. And if DXY closes below that, there's going to be quite the run up for you Forex folks. I want to really quick go check the pound versus the yen for the person who asked earlier. Still in the same exact spot. Nothing fun is going on yet with that one. Gold still holding the box. Silver put in a new high on our live stream, by the way. Told you accepted into the box, can look to go higher. I know there's a lot of stuff on this chart right now for silver folks if that's something that you're interested in. But again, I told you, when you close in the box, we can simply look to go higher during the New York session. And there's the current high on New York, putting in the high of the day. Again, predictive. You quickly can snap between assets, look where it is in boxes, and then make plans. DXY just tested it. There you go. So it's watching it happen live. We are testing it live. Close below that. In the next 5 minutes, 4 minutes, it's going to get quite bearish for DXY and quite bullish for Forex pairs. I'm going to sit here just a little bit on the DXY side. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you guys something else cool. Watch this. So, if you want some more fun, give me a second. Try to pull off some of the information. If you're someone who doesn't want to even use the companion indicator, you can still use the boxes. I mean, they're absolutely glorious with our companion. If you're someone who struggles with like analysis paralysis, it's something that can help. Removes a lot of the noise on the chart. And there's a couple other things I want to put in here for you. You'll see that I don't really use RSIs or divergences, but if you're someone who wants to use those, we include those. If you are a liquidity pool trader, you're someone who uses fair value gaps, swing highs, lows, we add that stuff for our members because they've made requests because they don't want to have a ton of indicators that are in there. Cool. So you can add that. If you're someone who uses momentum bars, we've got that. But I want to show you real quick. I'm going to turn off some stuff. And then now, hold on, let it load. Give me a second. And then give you some more information. We just had some members ask about this yesterday. We have it in the tutorial. And we do this on Sunday as well. Right now, US 30 folks, you've got a needs to clear. This is something custom to us for how we evaluate some of the concepts that are taught by other people and what we've done over on our own. But this needs to clear is a target that we're looking to get to for US 30 folks. And so there's also a magnet up here to get cleared. So there are so many things between this area that US 30 is hunting right now for this New York session. And as it pushes up, and again, it's above on PCE as well. Look at the PCE backtest. You don't have to use the paid indicator if you don't want, but this is what we showed you guys on the live stream last night. Closed above the high on PCE, look to push up. And then people are still going to say this is hindsight, even though we gave that strategy for free on socials. This indicator is completely free. And now it pushes up. NQ really is going to push the markets up strong here if it closes above our box. Notice how, like I talked to you guys about not getting trapped on the NQ, even though now it is bullish. Look at the ES, absolutely glorious. Look at the strength. No bearish candle close in a box, off to the races. NQ close above this box, and we will get to all of our targets on the US 30 today. And there you go. Just trying to think of how many retail traders missed the move and instead now are going to revenge trade short. And for me, I don't have to do that. And we try to not teach, or sorry, we do not teach that. like what I was gonna say, we try to not have that mental framework, and it's something very hard to break. A lot of us like literally have PTSD. We all started trading, everything went great. You're gonna change your life. You can win everything, and then all of a sudden the market humbles you real quick, and that PTSD kicks in all the time. So for me, it's so simple. I will look to go short when we close below. We just got to confirm bullish close above our box on the NQ. When we close below this box, I'll look for reasons to go short. If not, I will continue to watch retail traders with our members short while our indicator keeps telling us bullish closes above boxes. You target the next box higher. We have a needs to clear. Our box is a magnet all above price for US 30. And by the way, folks, there you go. All True Algo members, what just happened on DXY? What just happened? We now have a bearish close below the R4 line. That means for the rest of the week, we will look for lower prices for Forex. It is Friday, by the way, so we are at the last day of the week for the Forex market, but we now have a bearish candle confirmation close for DXY. That means for the rest of the day, we will look for bullish prices for the Euro, the Aussie, and the Pound, everyone. Just a suggestion. Yeah, Sam, you're welcome. And guys, if you guys get a chance just to read Sam's comments, like what I was answering about his RSI, we all got it, man. Like everyone found like an RSI trick that they're going to use. The problem is like this candle right now, doesn't matter what RSI time frame I go on, every time this candle goes up on the 15-minute, the RSI changes without the candle closing. Every time it goes down, the RSI changes. So that's some of the things that we struggle with, and we don't want to see that keep continuing to change. So when you backtest, you're not even getting the data where you would have experienced live anyways. So that's why we tell you, if you can still use your own techniques, RSI, MACD, any type of EMA crossover, whatever you want to use, oscillators, it doesn't matter. If you want to use some type of momentum builder, like that, you can use the top trending trading view free indicators. The point is you use our system and our teaching. We do this live every single day for members. The whole point is you want to see your things. When you get a bearish close in this box, that's when you want to see those lagging indicators start going off like crazy. Because they're going off crazy here. They're going off crazy in this entire candle. And the problem is you as a retail trader get trapped. And really quick, just to help you guys as I'm about to get off here, and I really hope that we helped you understand the system a little better and how US 30 went absolutely fantastic. When you guys are using those free RSI, MACD type indicators, the market makers and the exchanges have the same exact indicators. And all they have to do is use the opposite function on their bots, and it will continue to wreck. So every time you get my RSI alert just went off, I'm going to sell right here. They get that notification and they just tell their bot to do the opposite. As soon as the candle closes, the bot does the opposite of what retail is taught, which is we are overbought, we must sell. And by the way, needs to clear hit live on stream for US 30. Oop, wrong asset, sorry. Oh, it just went away. I'm sorry. You can still go back and see it. That needs to clear. You guys see it right there? Hold on, I'm going to fix this. Go back one candle. Come on, come back to us. See, look, watch. We are live still, everybody. Watch what happens. And there you go. It is now cleared. I told you, continuing bullish closes. We have a magnet above. We have our daily box above. We get closes above our box. You simply target the next box higher. We keep telling you we predict this stuff. It's about predicting where the reactions occur. It is not about hindsight and coming back in markets and saying, haha, I got you. I told you. We're not those types of people. This community is not like others. Come join our Discord and find out. Talk to our members. Our Discord is in our bio on YouTube. It's just discord.gg/True Algo, and you'll find us. Come join. Come talk to us. Can I show you what the target is on NQ? NQ, as long as it stays above this box, you look to close and get to the box higher. Once NQ closes below this box, you simply target the next box lower. That's how it rolls. And you can see the algorithm to the tick is holding our box right now. It's going to be very hard for NQ to just reverse bearish with that close above because the ES and US 30 are continuing bullish closes above boxes to head to the next box higher. I hope that helps you. Really quick, we can just answer your questions. About Vin is saying, will there always be another box target above the current box? We have up to a certain amount of levels in our swing system and in our day system. So I guess a good example, watch this. I want to answer his question because I want you to see this. I'm going to use the coin near. Let's say you're a crypto trader. Everyone and their mom right now is talking about crypto. Watch this. Let me find it. I just want to show you how good our indicator is. Watch. Let me pop this bad boy up. This is near. Swing box. Everyone thinks crypto is going to zero. Let's say you miss all of that. And I'm going to answer his question. Watch this. There's the closes above our swing box. Let's say you only caught that. Your alert goes off. We offer free alerts inside of our Discord channel, by the way. You guys, you don't have to set your own alerts. Our system does it automatically for you. This is this week. Even if you only caught, and this will answer his question, even if you only caught the breakout above our swing, you see down here in the bottom right, guys, see the green arrow up, telling you for the rest of the week, look for higher prices. And by the way, just like I showed you on DXY, there's the fourth level. Members, what does it mean when you close above that level? What does that mean? And now in a single week, that's a 48% move on near. Zero leverage. Now look, when he asked me, is there always boxes above the next box when it closes? You see what happened here? Our indicator still helps you every single day. Yes, this is a gigantic bullish move. This is not random. Look, 48% move up, but look at the day box today. Look at the bearish candle close. So you get a 48% move up, no leverage, and this is what we call a True Algo 180. And you immediately get an option to where you should take profit on your swing position. Straight back down, and then look, straight back up. So there's always will be boxes every single day to assist you, even if you miss the swing. But let me show you one last thing. You can select our indicator, and you can sit here, and we are in a bullish trend. The indicator is telling me we are on a swing weekly trend that's bullish. I'm going to go to swing mode trending, and you'll see more levels will pop up if you want to use that. But every day you still get new levels to help guide you from the perspective of the market maker. And now, just again show you how amazing this indicator is. This is the swing version. There's the first bullish candle closed above every instance of a swing. If you're someone who misses the move and all you want to do is fight, you're not supposed to close above this. And you can see how good the algorithm was catching it. But look at the close right there. There is now no more boxes for a week. What does that mean? You should only look to go long. And look what happens from there. So when you ask those questions, yes, we do have a system that will help you from day to day. By the way, we have gotten to the swing box now on US 30. That's 3 for 3 on US 30. Where was the first candle? That's PCE. Where's the first candle? Over here we said we were going. You guys go watch a stream back if you get a second. That was the close. That is 191 handles on US 30. 191 from the live stream, not hindsight. Everyone always says it. NQ still holding the bullish box. No bearish candle. No reason to be bearish. ES continues to put in new highs. That is all I have now, folks. I appreciate you all hanging out with us. I hope that I was helpful. I hope our system is helpful. Please come check us out at truealgo.com. You can join our Discord. It's free. Just literally, I'll put it as the last link right here. Come join us over there if you have questions. We are doing a giveaway of our indicator. We're giving I think either 2 or 4. I forgot what our mods put. We're giving 4 different people an opportunity to have a free month of our VIP, which means you get everything. Again, as we go off, the note that I want you guys to take is we are going to continue to go up as retail shorts. And the only reason to get bearish is when price closes below the box. Everyone, I appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me. I hope this starts to squelch the people who continue to keep telling us, do it live. We are doing this live 5 days a week inside Discord on a live stream for our members. We're trying to show you all on YouTube that it's not a farce. Everyone always thinks everyone is snake oil. Everyone's trying to take something from you. This is why we do what we do. We don't offer lifetime memberships like everybody else. We are here to help you. We are investing in you. We invest in our system. We are not going to sit here and try to get a lifetime membership out of you and immediately move on to the next person. We will continue to keep predicting markets with our members, and I hope you can come at least join the Discord to ask questions and ask current members how they're doing. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your day.